Bravo, bravo, bellissima. That was a motherfucking episode. Yes, ma'am. Yes, God. The Lovin' Huntsville marriage, whatever the fuck the name of this show is, cast is showing up and showing the fuck out. This is how you do a reality show. Also, I meant to tell you guys that Carlos King actually watches my reviews, and he tweeted me and featured me on his Instagram page last week. I forgot to even show y'all that. Let me go to his page so y'all can see. We done made Carlos King page, y'all. Look at us. We made a T-Squad.
It's lit T over here. On tonight's episode of Bell Collective, once again, it was a stellar
Yes, ma'am.
episode. Give it A+.
The girls is watching us. Yes, God. But yes, I gotta give it to them. They are doing a damn thing over there with Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Cause baby, as you can see, I am fully bald after watching tonight's episode. Okay, so let's get into it. So Bitch Tail and his uncle Dexter go suit shopping, and I was like, I hope that you would have went suit shopping before you wore that Django Unchained ass suit of yours in that goddamn confessional, but obviously you went afters. So him and his uncle look like they're around the same age. You know, it's probably one of them ghetto situations where his auntie or somebody or the grandmama was hella young. I don't know, but him and the nigga look like they damn near 2 years apart. So they discuss how the divorce is affecting the kids, and Bitch Tail thinks that it'll take time for the kids to adjust. Of course it will. You know, they're used to seeing both of their parents live under the same roof and be in a relationship. But as they get older and they realize how toxic their relationship was, it'll be for the better for them to be in separate households with you all. So Bitch Tail says, you know, before I do anything else, I want the divorce to be over, because I ain't gonna call Mel sneaky, but I feel like anything I do, she'll try to attach her name to it. Okay, retarded. Okay, delusional. Like, boy, get out of here. You the one that went to jail. You the one that was over there robbing and being committing burglaries and shit with your ghetto ass family, you bigger motherfucker. Boy, get out of here with that bullshit. So he tells his uncle how they lost the land deal with this 47 acres, and he blames Melody for going to social media, putting all their business out there. And I was like, no, sir, you were the one that started all of that. You were the one that went to social media telling them you ain't seen your kids in 2 weeks, knowing damn well you weren't supposed to see your kids for 2 weeks, because that was y'all agreement. You started all that. Now you want to put the blame on Mel because this damn land development deal has gone down the drain because of you and your dick and your mouth and your big ass ears. So, Kimmy's son Jalen is at the office with Maurice, and he wants his own office so when him and his mama start doing real estate, he can have a place, you know, to talk to clients and things. So Maurice asks him, you know, what have you been doing in your spare time when you're not working? And he was like, I ain't really been doing nothing. And so Maurice tells him, you know, you got to get off your ass if you want to make shit shake. You know what I'm saying? You are in a great opportunity where you have graduated out of college with no debt. Like, the world is pretty much your oyster. You know, I understand you're working a 9-to-5 job, but it's 24 hours in the day. You work 8 hours. You still got 8 hours of sleep, and then a whole nother 8 hours that you can be tending to your, you know, the career that you want for yourself. So Jalen is like, you know, I thought Marceau would be the perfect mentor. You know, what's up with him? Basically, like, he ain't giving me no play, like he ain't helping me. And Maurice was like, you know, he's a very extremely busy person, you know, but what if you just hang around him? Then, you know, you can get the chance to ask questions. And I agree with that. I just literally started working with a young lady by the name of Catrice. She was the one that did my YouTube opener that you all just saw tonight. And I literally started working with her because she reached out to me on behalf of her niece, who runs Clubhouse Cosmetics, the 15-year-old that I was telling you about, and that I showcased her makeup on my live makeup tutorial. She reached out to me on behalf of her niece to see if I would review her products, and then she went above that and said, hey, I know you're doing book boxes for your next book. How about I just, you know, contribute to them? I'm gonna you know, contribute something to the boxes. I don't want to tell you what, but how would you feel about that? And I was like, of course. So she did, what she reached out to me about. But then she went above and beyond that by saying, look, this is what I can do. I can do this. And she actually did them so I could actually see them. I didn't ask for these extra items or any of these things. She just went above and beyond. And that's what you want to do when you're doing business with someone. You have to take the initiative to show and prove who you are and what you can do. You don't sit around twiddling your thumbs waiting for somebody to give you directions or to dictate to you what needs to be done. You need to make yourself a valuable person to be on the team. You need to make sure that these people want you around and that you're not indisposable. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Jalen needs to do. And I agree with Maurice. Like, put yourself in the position to be around him. Hey, Unc, what time you going to work tomorrow? Show up. You know what I'm saying? Follow him. Be his shadow. You're on site to ask questions. So you do have to take the initiative. So Jayla was like, you make it sound so easy or whatever, and that's I just feel like that's this new generation of kids. Like, it's always woe is me, I can't do anything, and that's practically our fault and our mama's them fault or whatever. But these kids just ain't made the way we are, like we were made. And I have to attest it to my own son, because Kyrese has literally the world at his fingertips. He has a mom where he really doesn't have to work a job if he didn't want to, because I'm in a position to be able to still afford to take care of him and for him to figure it out. But he's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life, and he makes it seem like it's just so hard. But I'm like, nigga, I had you and me to take care of with no high school diploma, you know what I'm saying, with your father not being in the picture, you know what I'm saying? So if I did it, what is your excuse? You know what I'm saying? You're an able-bodied man with no children, no nothing, no debt, no nothing. Like, what the fuck? So Maurice tells him, to be the master of his own fate and to chase, your dreams in your heart. And I agree with that push that Maurice is giving him, especially considering that it seems like Jalen's father's not in his life. So I love to see Maurice pushing him in the right direction and giving him that tough love that he needs. So Bitch Tail says that he's meeting with Mel, and because she's dragging her feet with this divorce. It's already been established that you're the one dragging your feet because you don't want the divorce and you still want to be with her. Like, this dude is just, he is just so annoying. Like, I just want to kick him in his chest. So Bitch Tail and Mel sit down at the conference table, and she ready to go. And here he go. First time we're in this office, not together, but okay. Like, he just want a reaction out of her for her to be like, yeah, it is sad that we're not together anymore. But she didn't give him that energy. Mel was like, you ready to get down to work? And he didn't know what to do with that. He was like, okay. So when he saw that she wasn't giving him that same energy and that she was all about business, that's when he switched to the manipulative tactics. And he goes, before we start, let's keep it positive on both ends. Let's not attack each other like we did the other day. And she was like, we're here to talk business, not personal, correct? Like, so why would we attack each other? So Bitch Tail says, when I came by the other day, I wanted to talk about business, but it went left. You strictly said that you came there to see your kids because if your kids in the same vicinity as you are, you gonna pop up anytime you want to. You did not come over there to talk about business. Like, these are the shitty fucking playground ass antics that this dude uses. Like, he is so elementary with this shit. Like, he's not even good at it. Like, and Mel is weak in that territory when it comes to him, that she feeds into it every time. And I'm like, girl, he not even that smart. He ain't even that good at being a manipulative person. Baby, I would outrun that little nigga. So Mel falls into the trap, like I said, and she was like, I thought you came to see the kids. I wouldn't have even responded to that shit. So Bitch Tail was like, all the above. See what I'm saying? You being a little negative right now. Like, he loves to flip shit on her like she's the problem, when it's obvious you wanted to be on some sentimental shit and she didn't fall into the trap, and you then switched it to rile her up and she fell for it. So I just would have personally just been sitting there every time he said something that wasn't pertaining to what the fuck we came to meet about. I would have been on some Cardi B shit. Money, like ignoring him on my phone until we get to what we came here for. Money. All I really want to need is money. All a bad bitch needs is money. Like, I would have been like, business. Like, I'm not here for nothing that you talking about, sir. I'm going to ignore the fuck out of you. So Mel say, do you mind if I record this conversation? I was like, you better record, bitch. So he was like, I mean, yeah, sure, do what you want to do. So Mel was like, what about hold and this and that. And so she was like, are we gonna split the 47 acres? And bitch Tail was like, it's at a standstill right now. Like, he ain't giving her the whole tea. And she was like, what about Embrace, her skincare line? He was like, you said that first it was gonna be 10%, then you said I should not get nothing, and how could you do that to me? I always took care of you while we was together, and every time I got money I gave it to you because I trusted you, and my name was on everything, and I'm the one that came up with all the names for the businesses, and I named you CEO of Houghton, and he want 50% of everything. And she was looking like, oh, you want 50% of Embrace? Oh, okay. Now this is where boss bitch Mel came into play, and she was like, okay, I'm dissolving it. And I was like, you better. You motherfucking better, bitch. You motherfucking better, because you think you about to get 50% of anything that I fucking came up with, my business, so I can constantly have you in my life getting on my motherfucking nerves, worrying the shit out of me? I don't think so. I will dissolve this company before I have to deal with you for another day of my goddamn life outside of these goddamn kids. I had to do that in business myself with an old ex-friend of mine. We released a book called While We're Young. You all always ask me about it for my book readers, and business went sour. I did this nigga a favor trying to help him out financially, and end up realizing that he was not who I thought he was and was not a friend. And before this motherfucker could even get on my nerves one last second or try to get anything out of me, I took that motherfucking book off the goddamn shelf so motherfucking fast, bitch, because you ain't gonna make money off me. No, you're not off of my hard work and my name. I think not. And that's sometimes you have to do that in business. Sometimes it may hurt because the work might have been great, the idea might have been great, but about my peace and my sanity and not having to deal with you and somebody that I know is not treating me right and then using me, I will get rid of that shit before I deal with you. And you can tell it hurt Mel to do that because she didn't want to do that, because she immediately started crying. And that's when I was like, Mel, be strong in front of this nigga. That's what he want. He want to see you weak, bitch. So bitch Tail get to doing all this, he was shocked when she said she was gonna dissolve it, first of all, because he wasn't expecting for her to do no shit like that. So he was like, I felt like, if I felt like you were lacking, I would take care of you. I would always be there for you to do. Nigga, you ain't always there for me. Nothing, nigga. Nothing. You ain't. Ugh. So Mel is crying, and bitch Tail say, I messed up when I cheated. I messed up. I was wrong. Oh, now today he was wrong. Today it ain't her fault. Well, for right now in this moment. So he was like, if things are going well and aren't going well in my life, I would expect for you to have my back like I had yours. Bitch, no, have that bitch that you've been over there fucking this whole time. Let her have your back. I'd have had your back enough, bitch. He was like, I'm not gonna hurt you when it come to that. And I was like, no, Mel, don't even fall into that trap, because that nigga know that all of his blessings came through you. And without you, his shit is going to falter. It's already faltering without you. And he's one of them niggas that wants to have any type of attachment to you, whether it's through the kids, whether it's through the business. He's going to always want to be held on to you because he knows that he lost a good damn thing and that he fucked up. Bitch Tail just never thought that she was going to finally get the balls and the courage enough to leave him. But nah, bitch, I don't want to have shit to do with you when it comes to these goddamn businesses. Dissolve all of it, bitch. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Start all over again, Mel. Start all over again from the ground up, and it's gonna feel even better to know you did it by yourself. Can't nobody say they did shit for you, and for you to become the boss millionaire that you already are on your fucking own. And that nigga gonna be over there crying because that little girl he over there fucking with, he ain't gonna get that same juice and blessings out of her, child. Never. So he steady rambling on and doing all of this shit, and then here comes the accusing her of cheating again, and this and that. And Mel was like, nigga, I talked to somebody for them 4 weeks I moved out. Like, that is not cheating. Shit was already fucked up between us. Like, boy, bye. And if Mel was cheating on you for the first 2 seasons of this show, why you ain't never bring it up? You wasn't doing her no motherfucking favors, my nigga. If she really had cheated on you, you act like you didn't bring out the information because you didn't want to hurt her like she hurt you. Boy, you're a liar. That girl was not cheating on you because you the type of spiteful nigga that as soon as she put your shit out on Front Street on this show, you would have blasted her. Get out of here, nigga. That girl didn't bit more cheat on you. She should have. She should have. She should have been fucking your Uncle Dexter, nigga. So, Mel then gets up and leave at that point because she's just over it. Bitch Tail follows her outside and knocking on the door, on the car door, Thomas. We supposed to talk about the money you took out the joint account and put into your personal account. See, every time he can't get his way, that's when he takes another dig at her to get her to stay around or rile her up and to continue to argue with her, because that's his only way of getting to her is by starting an argument. And as soon as she started just ignoring this nigga, he loses. I would just sit up there and look at him until he done, like a kid that got to tire himself out in order to take a nap. I'll just sit there until are you done? Are you finished? Okay, well, you continue on. I'm about to call my other nigga right now. And I would literally call my other nigga. Like, since you want to play, let's play. Let's go. So, Tisha goes to see Destiny at her beauty supply, and Destiny had her baby with her, and oh my god, he was the cutest little chocolatey, little scrumptious little snack. Oh, when he smiled, it was like, oh my goodness, he is so cute. So she and Destiny are at a better place because, you know, last season they started off on the wrong foot. Tisha invites her to come on her mommy podcast or whatever. Who listens to this shit? Her and Miss Wanda. So she tells her that she wants to invite Kimmy on the show too. So Destiny was like, you know, what's up with her? She seemed like she's stuck, like, let's move forward. You know, the chicken thing happened, let's move forward. I was like, well, Destiny, you came at that woman wrong, and ain't nobody got time to be playing with you, little girl. So Destiny asks, you know, has she talked to Mel? And Tisha's like, no, she talked bad about me, saying my logo was like hers. And Destiny in her confession was like, I'm not saying they look alike, but they were very similar. But I was like, anybody with two eyes can tell that Tisha copied off the way that Mel did her M. Like, girl, stop. She's like, she want to be Mel so motherfucking bad. Like, if that bitch could, like, cut her skin off and meld it into hers, she would. So, over at Marceau and Tisha's little strip mall or wherever they doing business at, Chris, who is Bitch Tail's business associate, goes to see Marceau about a $30 million project. The developers want to know if Marceau wants to bid on it, but the gag is the land is the 47 acres that the hosts own. So Chris tells him that Bitch Tail is the one that actually suggested that Marceau get in on this. So Marceau was like, you know, I'll put a bid on it. You know, hell yeah, like that's 30 million motherfucking dollars. So he goes back inside, and Tisha's like, well, what was that about? And so he tells her, and Tisha's like, nope, we not gonna do it. You know, every good business ain't good business. You need to turn certain things down. He was like, all right, yeah, I'll skip it. $30 million gone. You know what? No, I'll do it by myself. And she was like, what? And he was like, they don't even own the land. They're selling it to a different investor. She was like, oh, well, you should have led with that first. And I was like, even with that not even being said, girl, you gonna spite your face, cut off your nose and spite your face, or however the hell they say it, just because you don't like Mel, just because you don't like Bitch Tail. Girl, that's $30 million that can set you and your family for life. Girl, this is business. Fuck feelings. So, it's the day of Jalen's graduation, and this is when the party really gets started. So Kimmy talked to Mel beforehand to make sure that it would be okay for her to invite her and Bitch Tail. And Mel was like, girl, I can be around him. Ain't nobody thinking about him. So everyone arrives, and Mel shows up, honey, with her titties out, them supermodel legs of hers out, baby. Got the whole body on, you know, on display. Got that waist snatch with the little glittery sequin blazer she had on. Really wasn't feeling the wig, but everything else was kind of cute. So, baby, when she walked in, Marceau was sitting at the table, just a cheesing and a grinning, looking just like the Grinch. He was looking like, well, goddamn. He was looking like, well, shit, all right, girl. He want Melody so motherfucking bad, bitch. Like, Tisha, that's what you need to be concerned about, how your nigga light up every time that bitch walk into the room. Because if Melody gave that nigga the go ahead, he'll leave Tisha in a drop of a dime, bitch. I really feel like low-key that is what Tisha's problem with Mel is, because she know her nigga want her. Like, it's so obvious. He don't even try to hide the shit. Like when Tisha walk in the room, that nigga look like, oh God, here this bitch go again. Melody walk into a room, bitch, he be like, it's so obvious, and it's like, damn, like, do you even want to try to hide it to spare your wife's feelings? Like, god damn, this bitch even had on her motherfucking mask, couldn't even see her face. All you saw was her eyes and her little bit of her forehead, and here come this nigga talking about some, Mel got a glow on her. Nigga, you can't even see her face. What the fuck is you talking about? So Tisha invites Kimmy to come on the Mommy podcast with Destiny. Kimmy was like, I might need my umbrella for this shade. And everybody laughed or whatever. And Destiny was like, well, why don't we have all the mommies? And Mel looking like, bitch, I don't want to be involved in that bullshit. Like, no, ma'am, no, thank you. So Kimmy was like, I'm sorry. So Tisha was like, how you gonna just be inviting people on my podcast? Everything I do with Mel tends to backfire. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And Mel in her confession was like, I have no desire to be on that mommy podcast. Like, Mel don't want to have shit to do with Tisha. Like, girl, no thank you. So then here come a fish called Wanda, child. And looking like she just came from under the sea. So Kimmy say to Mel, how quick are you, gonna leave? Cause, I want to do this speech before you go. And Mel was like, soon, child. Cause she like wander here, like, time to go. Not today, Satan. And Kimmy was like, I know that's right. So they laughing in the kiki. And at this point, even Kimmy don't see it for a fish called Wanda. She know this bitch is messy. Like, So then Kimmy says, to Miss Wanda, I assume Tisha and Marceau told you to come. And a fish called Wanda said, I asked her, does Kimmy know? And Kimmy was like, no, she didn't. And I was like, see, this is why I don't like Tisha. Tisha is shady and sneaky as fuck. Why in the fuck are you inviting your mama? All because you knew Melody was going to be there. You needed backup and you wanted to start some mess and this, and that, and the third. And I was like, your mama messy as fuck. Why would you invite her to Kimmy's son event knowing she going to start it up or whatever? It's good for entertainment purposes, but that's rude as hell to invite this girl to an event that is not yours. Like, you should have asked her first. And I'm pretty sure that Kimmy would have said, no, she did not want her to be there because your mama messy as fuck with them hard ass sister curls in her head. So, looking like she want to be like, what's the 411, hun? So, Kimmy does her little speech and it's really nice. And Maurice gives Jalen a Rolex. And then Kimmy celebrates Maurice and Jalen graduating. Then here come bitch Taylor and he walks. And I was like, oh, Satan is really, really having fun today. So Mel and Destiny at that point was like, time to go. So a fish called Wanda said, y'all just got her. Let me tell you something before you leave, Mel. And she said, I know you leaving because bitch Tail came. Bitch Tail overhears it and immediately jumps up out his seat like the little woman he is and gets to following them outside. So a fish called Wanda says to Mel, I know what you're going through because I done been there, but there's someone out there better. And I'm like, since when you give a fuck about Melody? You have trashed this girl over the last year. You don't give a fuck about her. A, you just want camera time. And B, you just want to be funny. Like, girl, get out of here. Like, you too old to be this goddamn messy. Where are your senior citizen friends, Miss Wanda? Like, what the fuck is going on? So, bitch Tail walk out time. Let's talk about you. Talk about my kids. Destiny pulls Mel away like, girl, we are not about to even be involved in this. A fish called Wanda say, I'm not even talking to you. And Mel, no, she said, I'm not even talking to you. Mel, there is something good out there for you. There's something good out there for you. Bitch Tail say, I heard you talk about my daughters on your live. And a fish called Wanda say, I'm not even talking to him. And bitch Tail say, it don't matter. Don't talk to me. Let's talk about you disrespecting her on your live. And a fish called Wanda say, man, you disrespect her. So bitch Tail say in his confessional, I don't want to hear shit from Miss Wanda. All this going on live and comparing my daughters to Marceau's daughter as a grandmother. Why would you even do something like that? Now, if she did some shit like that, now that's just low down and trifling because them kids ain't got shit to do with this situation. They both have beautiful children. Like, the kids are innocent in this. Like, and you got way too much time on your hand to be comparing grandkids and kids, like daughters. Like, that's messy as hell. And I slap the shit out of you for that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm a man or not. I slap the shit out your old ass. So Kimmy was like, back on the inside, Kimmy says to Tisha, well, I didn't invite her because they obviously see like some shit is going down. Tisha said, I could have been you could have been like, thank you for coming. And Kimmy was like, I did say thank you for coming. Tisha was like, no, you was basically like, I gotta thank Marceau and Tisha for inviting you. And Tisha was like, well, you didn't have to be rude when somebody coming to celebrate. And Kimmy was like, that was rude. And Tisha was like, yeah. Kimmy was like, but it wasn't rude for her to come. And I was like, bitch, how the fuck are you trying to sit up here and act like I'm in the wrong for you inviting your mama without my motherfucking permission, and like I'm just supposed to be jumping over hoops and jumping up in the sky and clapping my hands because your ignorant ass mama came with these pin curls? No, like somebody pushed Tisha, like, her and her mama irked the shit out of me. So back outside, Mel is looking like, Wanda, I do not want to be involved in this shit. Like, me and these big curls are on a date. So a fish called Wanda say, I got you, Mel. I got you. And Mel say, go enjoy Jalen graduation. A fish called Wanda say, by the way, girl, you look good, girl. She just tried to stick it to bitch tail. So Mel leaves and bitch tail keep on going. And Wanda say, don't come out here with that. Don't come here with that, Martell. Destiny then gets in between them. Wanda say, you wrong for this. You wrong for this. I can talk to her. You acting like a real bee. And I was like, okay, I need for you to be about that life, a fish called Wanda. If you gonna be the antagonist of the show, the villain of the show, getting in everybody's business, bitch, take it all the way there. Don't say you acting like a bee. Say you acting like a real bitch right about now. You acting like a little bitch right about now. You gotta take it back to menace to society, my nigga. You acting like a little bitch right about now. That's why you need to come to that nigga. Break yourself, fool. So, bitch tail say, what about my children though? And a fish called Wanda say, I ain't say nothing about your kids. Bitch tail say, yes you did on live. And Wanda say, you acting like a real bee. Bitch tail say, you are one. And I was like, see Martell, I need for you to come morph into bitch tail, because bitch tail would have been like, you a bitch too, bitch. Fuck you, you funky ass old ass bitch. They both was acting like some pussies. So Destiny say, nah Martell, like don't be calling that woman no bitch. But fuck that. The gloves is off. You grown just like I am. You talk about my kids, bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So Tisha's like, is that my mom? Let me go see what's going on. Bitch, you knew all this shit was going to go down. Marceau go to follow her. Mel and her escort child is heading to the car. Wanda say, I never disrespected your kids. I disrespected you. So bitch tail say, I watched you. A fish called Wanda say, you don't do her like that. Bitch tail say, shut up. Kimmy say, we could have ate at the house if it was just gonna be the three of us. So her whole little family just laughing and cackling, child. A fish called Wanda say, she's a beautiful young lady. And bitch tail say, of course she is, but my kids are beautiful too. Wanda said, you want to jump me now? You want to jump me? You want to fight me? I'm a woman, baby. Like, what? So Destiny finally get bitch tail to walk back inside the restaurant. Wanda walked the opposite direction towards the parking lot. Tisha say, what is going on? And Wanda say, where Mel went to? Tisha say, where you going? And Wanda say, I'm going to talk to Mel. And Tisha's like, you're not Mel's mother. Let Mel go. Baby, the worst thing that Miss Wanda can do, child, is start trying to mother Mel and give her advice and be her shoulder to lean on. Baby, Tisha will slit her fucking wrist, child. Cause bitch, you already about to take my husband. You done took jobs away from me, bitch. You done took my sister-in-law away from me, bitch. Now you about to take my mama? Oh hell no. Like, Tisha is gonna be on suicide watch, on cardiac arrest, child. Baby, tonight's episode was so good. I give it an A++. They brought it, honey. It is so juicy and messy, child. And what makes this show even better is that it's not scripted. Everything is happening in real time, in real life. None of this shit is just being added on for the show. These are real people with real issues and real problems with one another and with themselves. This is just an excellent reality show. Once again, I got to give thumbs up to Carlos King. He has done that with this show and Bell Collective. Okay, you guys, make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Tomorrow I will be serving you up a Valentine's Day look, and all next week on my fashion_killer81 Instagram page, I will be serving you a black and white series, a black and white outfit every day of the week, Monday through Friday. So make sure you guys are following my page. Love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.